It is time once again for the next episode of Pro versus Pro, where we find two pro players who are insanely good with one specific brawler based on past feats, and we pin them up against each other to see who will become victorious in the very end. Now, this isn't your average 1v1. The rules may vary depending on which brawler is featured in the video at hand, and that brawler of today's video is going to be Colt, one of my absolute favorite brawlers in the entire game, and super fun to watch at a really high skill level. Now, the pro players that we have in today's video are insanely good, and they have amazing YouTube channels that you need to check out. That is Zhar as well as CryingMan, both able to dominate with Colt, and it should be a lot of fun. So the rules are going to be the exact same as the last episode. Both pro players are going to have a grand total of 15 minutes to push as many trophies as possible. Whoever has the most trophies in the very end is going to be the winner of this episode. Now, there are a few rules like the last episode. Number one, they have to play with randoms. Number two, they have to be at relatively the same trophy range based on what they want to tilt down to. So once again, thank you Zhar and CryingMan for tilting down your Colts for the episode today. And rule number three, they can play whatever game mode they want, and they can do whatever tactics they want. For example, they can hit the play again button to save themselves a couple of seconds each time. So the rules are set. We have the pro players here. Let's get straight away into it. Who's going to be our winner today? Let's do it. Okay, everybody, so getting straight away into the action. As you can see, I missed roughly the first 30 seconds of them playing in Brawl Ball. So just a little context, CryingMan is on the bottom. Zhar is on the top. Zhar rocking the normal Colt skin. CryingMan, the Royal Agent Colt skin. Really awesome one. But we missed the first goal for CryingMan. He's off to an early start. But both of these players, really good Colt players. I believe CryingMan was the very first rank 35. And oh my goodness, CryingMan got the very first win right off the get-go. That is +8 for CryingMan, super early. My goodness, are you kidding me? Zhar has to make up ground right off the get-go, but make sure to keep in mind, don't count these guys out. If a loss comes about, things can change super fast. It's very wishy-washy with these like 15 minutes, who can get the most trophies. Anything can happen, so we'll see if Zhar can make a little bit of a comeback here. So Zhar still in his first game, CryingMan entering his second game, but like I was saying before, both incredible Colt players. I believe CryingMan was the very first rank 35 Colt, and Zhar has made it to rank like 32, so really good players. And Colt isn't the easiest brawler to get to rank 35 or rank 30 or higher, 1,000 trophies or higher. It's very difficult. Just to keep it in mind, one thing to keep note, CryingMan is using the first star or second star power, and Zhar is using the first, I believe. So we'll see if that makes a huge difference. So let's go, guys. Getting into the action. CryingMan up against a Primo, or I should say a Bull, a Rico, and I think a Primo as well. So a fairly easy comp to go up against with Colt, because you can really get a lot of damage off on those tankier units because they don't have any range. You're able to just destroy them. So CryingMan has a first goal in his second game. Zhar finally gets his first goal of his first game, and it looks like it's going to be a clock game for the first one, playing the entire Brawl Ball match out. And it looks like he's going to be able to secure his first 8 trophies of the verses. Again, Zhar has to make a tiny little comeback, and oh, that full clip of super into the Primo, that looked good. So Zhar able to get his first 8 trophies, heading into his second game, meeting CryingMan into his second game. So they're now on par with each other. They both have 8 trophies, but CryingMan a little bit further into his second game with 1 goal on the board. Okay, Zhar heading into his second game. He's up against a Rico, Nita, and a Frank. So we'll see what happens here. Are they playing on different maps? Did they record this at different times? If so, it'll make it even more interesting. All right, here we go. Let's see. Able to score the very first goal on Zhar's end. That's looking good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. We'll see if he can make a tiny little comeback. Now they are literally tied when it comes to goals, but again, CryingMan a little bit further ahead. Zhar clipping out that Frank, doing really good, blowing apart the map, taking down the Nita Bear, doing everything he needs to do as that Colt role. And is CryingMan going to have to play the entire match out? We'll have to see in order to get his next 8 trophies. All right, full clip in the Nita, almost on Zhar, able to take out the Nita. They're both doing very well, and CryingMan able to secure his next 8 trophies. So it's 16-8 now. Looks like Zhar wants to do a little trick. Oh my goodness. And the perfect goal by Colt. It's kind of like the same mechanic as Shelly. When you kick the ball, use your super, blow apart the obstacles in its way, and you can get a fairly easy goal. You can basically line it up wherever you want to, wherever the players aren't. So we are pretty even heading into our third matches here, guys. This is looking really, really good for both players. Like I said before, things can happen. Pro players can make a comeback very, very easily, especially in Brawl Ball. So we'll see what happens. Zhar looking to take down the Primo. He's getting low. He's poisoned down. Oh, is he playing with Kairos? What the heck? That's interesting. All right. And Chief Pat. What the heck? OP teammates. This is randoms, guys. Make sure to keep in mind. Chief Pat and Kairos playing. Tag teaming. Okay. CryingMan going to open up. He's only left, or the only one to defend CryingMan for that goal was Penny. So a very easy goal on his end. Able to take the first goal of the third game. Both of them on the third game, like I said before. Okay. Looks like, ooh, just getting clipped by the Frank there. Zhar did. But Kairos able to pick up the kill there. Okay, so Zhar looking to score his very first goal. We'll see if he can. Full clipping the Primo, taking down the Primo, and clipping the Frank. My gosh, that was beautiful. My gosh, just cleaning up things. Colt can be a devastating brawler. It just takes tremendous skill to be able to get those full clips. And Zhar manages to get his first goal of his third game. All right, we'll see what happens. Can CryingMan finish it off? We'll have to see. Can he pull ahead? Can he keep his lead? Oh my goodness, Shelly should have been able to score that. That was so close. Just not close enough to that Penny to be able to kick it through her. That mechanic in Brawl Ball. Okay, Chief Pat going AFK. Probably just playing for fun. And oh my gosh, CryingMan cleaning up the whole entire team. Double clip on 2. So he used a super, clipping out 2 players, killing them both, and then using his clip that he got from killing those 2 players to take out the other brawler. These guys are on another level, I'm telling you. Okay, so we'll see who's going to score the first goal. It'll be interesting. Can Zhar take a little bit of a lead here from playing as the underdog for the majority of the versus match so far? And CryingMan scoring his second goal of the third game. So he still has the lead here. So there we go. Can Zhar quickly score this goal to meet CryingMan in the fourth game? Oh my goodness, so close. And Zhar is going to be going down. CryingMan heading into his fourth game. He's up against a Primo, a BB, and I didn't see the third brawler. Looks like Zhar's going to have to play out the entire match unless that Primo scores. He's going to play out the entire match. Nice. And a Penny. Okay, so Zhar finishing his third game. Again, no losses so far. And Zhar's a little bit higher in trophies than CryingMan, but I think he opted just to stay a bit higher. It was all up to them. It's totally fine. Oh, looks like Zhar's checking to see if they were actual Kairos and Chief Pat. I didn't see myself either. And CryingMan getting another game under his belt. I didn't even see the first goal. What the heck? Okay, so it's 4 games to 3. Hopefully Zhar can make this this game a bit quicker. It looks like he has some things in his favor here. People are AFK. So if he finishes this game off quick, he'll be able to come back a little bit closer to CryingMan. CryingMan keeping his lead, showing his skill as the first ranked 35 Colt in the entire game. What a beast. Zhar now heading into his fourth game. So we'll see, or I should say, he ending his third game, now going into his fourth game. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to keep track while I'm going. Oh my gosh, CryingMan just obliterating the entire team. It's not even fair. Scoring his first goal of his fourth game. Clipping out the Frank, or I should say the Primo as well. Getting damage on the Primo using his super, as well as, I'm sure, a lot of damage on that Colt up top playing in the back. And it looks like his teammate Carl is going to be able to score the second goal. And that's going to give him another 8 trophies. They are ripping through their games, guys. So it looks like CryingMan is heading into his 6th match. Zhar still on his 5th. And it looks like, ooh, able to save that goal from the Mortis. So CryingMan's pulling ahead here a little bit. We'll see what happens. Again, never count these guys out. A loss can come. You never know. We're up on our team. Zhar has a Mortis and a Ems. And Ems is a really, really good Brawl Ball player. So we'll see if that comes in our favor. And, oh my goodness, CryingMan is just freaking running away with this. He is scoring goals after goals, or say his team. And he's 1 game ahead. Keep that in mind. Okay, here we go. Zhar trying to take down that Mortis. We'll see if he'll be able to. Able to clip down the Mortis. And he only has a Daryl left to take out. It's a very tricky team comp that Zhar's going up against. They don't necessarily have a really, really good ball score or anything like that. And they have really, really high DPS brawlers. So there we go. Looks like on the enemy team on CryingMan's side, an enemy brawler was able to score a goal. Full clipping down that Tara. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, Zhar's been playing on the defensive for the majority of this match. It's not looking really good. Hopefully he's able to score the goal and doesn't meet a loss or doesn't get negative trophies here. He needs everything he can get in order to catch up with CryingMan here. Okay, let's see. So close. Is Zhar going to be able to? Oh my goodness. Okay, he's just going to take it in his own hands. And a perfect goal. Juking out the other players on the enemy team. 3v1 literally. What an OP goal. Okay, so we'll see here again. Zhar's still down a game, but they're even in goals. We'll see if he can finish this one off quickly here. All right, so here we go. Zhar going in on the Mortis. So close to taking out the Mortis. The enemy team is so low in health. You never want to see that. Okay, taking out that Leon. The Mortis did. We'll see what happens. Full clipping down bottom. CryingMan trying to play defensive here. His team's on the ropes. We'll see what happens. Still tied up. If they don't score here, they're going to be going into overtime, and that's another minute of time wasted, unless they score a goal, of course. Okay, looks like Zhar's going to be putting away, finally, his 5th game. Another +8, no losses on the board quite yet, but CryingMan is kind of teetering on that fine line. He can lose this game. He's been playing defensive for the majority of it. We'll see what happens here. He's going to be going down. It's left to Daryl to defend. Oh my goodness, BB's going to score, and that is a loss for CryingMan. At this point, I'm losing track of trophy totals, but it's on your screen, so we should be fine. So at this point, I don't know who's in the lead. I should know, but I'm just discombobulated by the 2 gameplays. I want to make it fun. So here we go. Let's see. Zhar going into, let's see. He's playing up against a Frank, I saw. So I'm not sure here. I think CryingMan is still in the lead. No, CryingMan is down by 2 points. Something like that. So we'll see how this all turns out. How much time do we have left on the board? CryingMan scoring his first goal of his game back from the loss. Coming in hot. Coming with a little redemption here after that loss. We are 11 minutes in, so we have 4 minutes left on the clock. Oh my goodness, that loss was huge for Zhar. Coming from CryingMan there. So we'll see if we'll be able to score our first goal for Zhar. Nicely done. And CryingMan a goal ahead of this game as well. But the enemy team is pressuring. Shelly going in. Is he going to be able to kill the bear before it comes in? Oh my goodness, tying it up. The enemy team 1-1. Zhar's being really consistent with the games. He's playing like full games, like long matches, but he hasn't lost yet, which is good on his end. Let's see what happens here. Ooh, getting some good damage off on the Mortis. CryingMan playing stellar defense on bottom. Full clipping people left and right. He's going to be able to score this goal, I'm assuming. Maybe. Oh, trying to get a little trick shot. That would have been hard to score any other way. He was just trying to go for a little desperation play there. Okay, so Zhar playing defense as well. Getting a full clip in on the Colt. Taking out the Colt top. Almost getting a good amount of damage on the Frank as well. Okay, so here we go. Who's going to be able to score the next goal? We'll have to see. And Zhar finishing off his next match. That's what I'm talking about. Going into it, I believe Zhar is now in the lead. How much time do we have left? The clock is winding down. We only have 2 minutes left. If Zhar can finish up a game really, really quickly, he should be able to get even more points on the board. But now CryingMan is losing now. So we'll see if he'll be able to wrap this game up quickly and get another game under his belt with the time that we have left on the clock here. Frank just strolling in, taking damage from every single enemy unit on Zhar's team. Can he play defense against this Primo? Primo's going to opt to heal up behind the boxes. This is looking shaky. Come on, CryingMan. You got to get this. You got to finish the game super, super quickly. Not much time left on the clock here, guys. Okay. I'm not sure. The game is going fairly slow on Zhar's end. Nothing crazy happening fast. So CryingMan, if he wins this game, still has a chance to have a little bit of time left on the board. Oh, but we're in overtime. I didn't even notice. Come on, score. Nice. Okay, CryingMan definitely needed that. Okay. So how much time do we have left on the board now? Okay, we have 1 minute, people. 1 minute. So we'll see if CryingMan is able to get this game under his belt in less than a minute. Come on, CryingMan has done amazing things before. We'll see if he'll be able to clutch it up here. Zhar catching a little lag. Oh my goodness. But again, if this match doesn't go through, the game doesn't count. So he's technically losing right now, but the game won't go through. Oh my goodness, this is huge! Zhar losing trophies on the final game, and he's definitely not going to be able to do another game here. So what makes that? I don't know the trophies right now. You guys do before me. So 20 seconds left in the game. All right. There's no way Zhar can complete another game. And I don't think CryingMan is either. I think this is where it's going to end. The trophy amounts that we have right now is where it's going to end. My goodness, what a heated match. 2 losses, 1 from each. And that is time, guys. Both players weren't able to finish the matches that they're currently on. So what we have right now is going to be your winner. So you guys already know the winner, but I want to see. So let's figure out who won. Oh my gosh, guys. They managed to tie after 15 minutes. Are you kidding me? Both with 1 loss and 6 wins. Holy crap, the very first tie. We might be able to see that later down the road with this series, but wow, the very first one. I was not expecting that. I feel like CryingMan was doing really good for the majority of it, and then he got that loss and was like, oh my goodness, and thought Zhar had a really good chance to do it, but then right at the last second, Zhar managed to lose, and they tied. So a winner is not determined at this point. A dead even tie. Oh my goodness, anticlimactic. I want to see a winner, but we're not going to be able to get that in today's video. Both insanely good with Colt. Like I said before, guys, make sure to go check out Zhar and CryingMan. Links in the description down below. They both have really cool YouTube channels that I'm sure you would all really enjoy. And with these versus videos, they definitely have to do a lot for me. They have to play 15 minutes as well as tilt down their brawler wherever they're at. So it's definitely a big tall order to ask for. So they deserve some support. So thanks, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure to slap a like on it if you did. With that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.